From our family to yours, the Tastemaster Junior, made with love by Clover.
A very warm welcome to our very first Tastemaster Junior.
I love being part of the show, and this time it's even more special because we're actually meeting our future baking stars.
Now, only aged between 13 and 17 years old, these are the most talented young bakers in our country. And this is a very special season as it will be made with love by Clover. They'll be standing by the sides of our contestants to provide them with a range of amazing products to take their bakes to the next level.
And over the next few weeks, we will be putting these 12 bakers through their paces and finding out how good their baking really is. But only one of them will be crowned the Junior Tastemaster. Should we meet them?
Let's.
Seeing Zola for the first time is like a dream come true.
My name is Mabante Ndobe. I'm from Limpopo, Palabora. My message to my fellow contestants is that we're already here, we already made it, so we're already winners.
Hello everyone, welcome to the kitchen. How are we all feeling?
Nervous.
Everyone nervous? No excitement?
Excited. I'm very excited.
Very.
You're all looking very sprightly and very young. I must say, you are making me feel very old, but no worries, because Fritz is older.
Now, it really is great to have so much youth and talent in the Tastemaster kitchen, guys. And I'm assuming all of you are fans of the show?
Yes.
I'm Ompile Mashala. I am 14 years old and I am from Pretoria, Gauteng. I love baking because I can express how I'm feeling and how I see the world in a piece of cake.
So we are all here for loads of baking fun, but this is a serious competition because only one of you can be crowned the very first Junior Tastemaster. Woo!
And guys, of course, along with that esteemed title, the winner will earn themselves 150,000 Rand in cash courtesy of Capitec to better your future.
150,000 Rand from Capitec. Yo. My name is Afton, I'm 17 and I'm from Gordons Bay. I would use 150,000 Rand from Capitec for my future. I would open my bakery and I'll call it Afton Bakes.
Along with the money, of course, the winner will earn themselves 35,000 Rand to spend with Samsung, 35,000 Rand worth of KitchenAid equipment and a year's supply of dairy products from Clover. So,
A year's supply of Clover dairy products. Let's just say that equals a lot of baked goods. I am Gabriella Brits and I am from Nelspruit. Baking in my house is kind of a necessity because if we're not baking, we're not getting cake. And cake is a necessity, okay?
Before we get baking, we'd like to get to know you a little bit better through some ingredients. So on the table here are a few baking ingredients, and we'd like for you to come up one by one and pick some of your favorites. We're going to choose who's picking first in order of age. So we're going to go youngest to oldest, okay? First up, Suzanne.
Ek is Suzanne Roux, ek's 13 jaar oud. Being the youngest in the kitchen, I feel that I need to show them that just because I'm young doesn't mean I cannot make as good food as them.
Marcus, you're next.
Milk chocolate.
Milk chocolate.
I am Marcus de Klerk and I come from Middelburg in Mpumalanga. Ek het in Tastemaster Junior ingeskryf omdat ek het so passion vir cooking. As ek 'n moeilike dag by die skool gehad het, en maak dit my so rustig om net te cooking te bake.
Chisara, you're up.
I'm Jazara Ranjit. I'm 14 years old and I'm from Wilmington, Cape Town. I love baking because it's a way for me to express my creativity and try new things. And of course, I love seeing the smile on people's faces when they get served my creations.
Next up, Ompile.
lining up, looking at the ingredients, I don't know, I'm thinking if someone takes my raspberries and then someone takes my raspberries.
Gabby, you're up.
But guys, hold on. There's another bowl of raspberries.
Quinley, you're up next.
I'm Quinley. I am 15 years old and I'm from Kommetjie, Cape Town. I'm on Tastemaster Junior just to learn and sort of take in as much as I possibly can because it really is a great experience and I'm super excited.
Coffee beans. Lahakwe, you're next.
I am Lehakama Pajani from the Vaal in Gauteng province and I am 16 years old. I started baking in grade 2, 2016. I used to watch a lot of culinary shows and so my parents decided to take me to a culinary school.
Lubabalo, up next.
I'm Lubabalo Plagius. I am 16 years old and I'm from Silver Sands, Cape Town. At first, I really wanted to work with the coffee beans, but then I thought, no, the instant coffee is going to be much easier to work with.
Tineke, your turn.
I'm Tineke, I'm 16 years old and I'm from Vaal. My love for baking comes from my mom. We are a family of bakers. It's a great outlet for creativity and all emotions.
Lishan?
I'm Lishan Basan. I'm from Port Elizabeth, age 16. I just want to prove myself and show South Africa or the world that I'm here and I'm ready to blow y'all away.
Oh, pistachios. Afton?
I'm taking my grenadella and I'm ready to start.
Being the oldest and choosing the product last really stresses me out because I had a lot of things in mind and now someone is choosing my thing. And I have to choose strawberries. Why Mara? Ew.
So you've all got your favorite ingredients in hand and I'm sure you're rearing and ready to get baking, right?
Yes.
Okay, but before we get there is one thing that we haven't quite mentioned. And I know that you guys watched the show, so you know what I'm talking about, right?
Yes. That's right. Our friends at KitchenAid have given each one of you your very own KitchenAid stand mixer, which you will be using throughout this competition. So well done.
We're getting a brand new KitchenAid. My granny's going to be so stoked. Granny, this one's mine.
I have my own KitchenAid now and I'm very excited since I haven't had a KitchenAid before in my life.
Right, you can go ahead and look in the mixing bowl. You'll find your apron that you'll be using for this challenge. Go ahead and put that on.
I got my apron and I used to see it on TV, but now I'm actually wearing one.
Right, so you guys will notice that some of these aprons match up in color. And that's because our first challenge is a team challenge.
Ooh.
Your partner is the one that matches your color of apron. Go ahead and find your partner.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Oh, nice to meet you.
I like your apron too.
Hi Luba, nice to meet you. I'm Josiah.
Hi, I'm Lubabalo.
I'm super excited that I am partnered with Lishan. I think we are going to make a great team and a power team. Boom.
Up next, our juniors get their first taste of pressure in the Tastemaster kitchen.
Better never rests. So be the star to take your baking to the next level with Capitec.
Now, Tastemaster Kitchen is all about healthy competition, which we love, but it is also about learning. So let's do a little workshop to equip you with some hints and tips for your very first bake.
A workshop with Zola. These Zola Nene, I never even thought about it.
Right, guys, your very first workshop. So the idea here today is we're covering buttercream. Now, I'm sure you're all used to making American buttercream. So today we're going to elevate things and make a Swiss buttercream. So I need 2 volunteers to start. Wonderful. I think we can do 2 people separating at once. And I'm sure you all know, important thing when you're working with egg whites is to make sure that there are no traces of fat. So Swiss meringue is made using a bain-marie. So a bain-marie essentially is some simmering water that you use as your heat source and you put a bowl or vessel above it. So it's basically, we're cooking the eggs before we start making our meringue. So here we're using caster sugar, okay? So this goes straight into the eggs and then we pop it on top of the bain-marie. The water should not touch the edge of the bowl. And all you want to do is stir this until the sugar dissolves.
I'm really learning how to whisk the egg whites so that they are not scrambled over bain-marie.
So this is up to temperature now. So into our beautiful KitchenAid that you all have one of. Oh, who's excited?
I am.
I'm excited for you as well. So now we start whisking. For this, you can go as high as possible. So what you're wanting to do is actually aerate the mixture now. So you'll see it getting more voluminous. It'll get paler as well and essentially turn into meringue. I'm gonna need another volunteer to help me cut up some butter. What's important about the butter is for it to be at room temperature. So if you put cold butter into this, you're going to seize everything and you're gonna get lumps of butter in there. So you want everything to be room temperature so that it emulsifies really easily.
If it's one thing that I learned from this workshop is temperature is very important.
Okay, so you start adding a couple of blocks at a time for me. This is the process. So slowly, you want to watch it dissolve, sort of get mixed in, yeah? Because if you do it too fast, it's going to split and then you're going to have issues.
This workshop is extremely valuable to me. I had none of this knowledge, so I'm definitely going to be using this.
You can see how it's already starting to emulsify with the butter. You can see that it's a much lighter texture, and the more butter you add, obviously the more creamy it's going to become. Oh, by the way, I haven't flavored it, so I put a pinch of salt just to enhance the flavor. And then once you're pretty much done all the whisking or the whipping, you can then add vanilla, you could add orange blossom, you could add almond essence. So it's up to you how you'd like to flavor it.
I look around the room and I see everyone's writing. And I look at my page and my page is blank. What are you writing? What are you writing? What are you writing? Everyone's writing except me.
Right, let's end off this workshop with a little taste, shall we? Okay, so American here and Swiss here. Grab a teaspoon and taste.
It has an ice cream.
That one's very nice. Yeah.
Ice cream.
It's nice, eh?
Yeah, it tastes great.
It's just light and airy, and it's just, you can eat more of it, which is always a good thing, hey?
Ek dink die Swiss buttercream is 10 keer beter as die American buttercream, want die Swiss buttercream is soveel ligter en fluffy.
I hope you found my little workshop helpful. Well, in true Tastemaster style, we're going to begin things with cake. We would like for you and your partner to bake us a delicious cake using both of your ingredients.
And of course be made with love, using clover.
We are giving you 2 hours for this baking challenge. Now, it might seem like a lot to do in little time, but remember, there are 2 of you, so work together and use your time wisely.
2 hours. Not a lot of time to bake and decorate a cake.
Go best bakers. Best baker buns.
Yeah.
Now, the 3 teams that produce our favorite bakes of the day will be treated to a special outing next week, while the rest of you will bake it out against each other in our first elimination bake.
Are you all ready to bake?
Yes.
Your time starts in 3, 2, 1, get baking. Okay.
How exciting is this?
I know, we're back in it, yay!
I think to a certain extent, it's a great idea that they're partnering up for the first challenge. Just spread the anxiety and the stress levels, and they've got some camaraderie.
Yeah.
But they've got some unique flavors to work with now that they've got to combine. So we're going to truly see some of their skills coming through already early on.
We did throw them in the deep end going, you got to incorporate someone else's personality and flavor into the mix. So I think we're going to get some interesting stuff.
These guys have definitely watched the show and taken notes.
I think so.
So I'm making a coffee cake and she's making a blueberry vanilla cake, and we're gonna like make a blueberry compote and also like a chocolate ganache, and it's gonna be like a surprise element that we're not gonna tell you about right now.
At the moment, I'm busy making a vanilla sponge cake. What's going to make my cake stand apart from the rest is that I'm going to put some coffee syrup, and then hopefully it's going to infuse into that sponge and really give it a great pungent sort of flavor.
I'm going to make the chocolate sponge. My mom taught me to make this recipe. She made it loads of times, and then I just made it awesome.
Ek maak vanilla spongekoek. Die resep is al soos jare in my familie. Dit is al generasies en my ma het die resep perfek. So nou gebruik ek sommer die resep.
I chose my secret ingredient, raspberries, because when I was younger, we had a whole raspberry garden. I used to go there basically every afternoon when it was season, and I would pick all the raspberries, and I'd either make something with them or eat them on the way to the kitchen.
Ek maak 'n suurlemoenkoek en dan Wanneer ons dit decorate, gaan ons ook suurlemoen bo-op sit.
I chose Grenadella because it gives it a little bit of pop, a little bit of flavor, more energy.
We are doing a raspberry and pistachio cake. We're gonna make some susu-meringue buttercream just to like top it off.
I am making a raspberry compote and I am also going to make a raspberry sponge. We're going to make this work one way or another. Food and nuts, they have to gel together and create some kind of powerful combination.
Yes.
Our key ingredients is lime and strawberry. So we're gonna bake the cake with lime and then top the cake with strawberries.
Yes, and make like a strawberry
curd, something like that.
Yeah, we're gonna figure that out.
Hello guys.
Hi ladies.
Hi. This seems quite calm.
A very calm table here.
Inside.
So tell us quickly what is happening that we're not seeing, because we're not just slicing lemons, I'm assuming.
No, our cake's already done. We have a lemon and Grenadella cake in the oven, and then we're busy with the lemon garnish. That's going to go on top of the cake.
And you're happy with the way that your two flavors combine?
Yes.
Both are quite tart, but in very different ways.
Yeah.
So how are you finding balance there?
With our icing.
Just adding sweets.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Hi, Tinaka. Hi. You're both baking different sponges.
Yes. She's making a pistachio cake, and then I'm just making a normal vanilla sponge.
Okay, and how are you combining the two?
With the filling, we're gonna make a raspberry and strawberry compote and icing.
Gabby did a face palm situation. Gabby, talk us through what's going on.
I really don't want to tell you.
Tell us, please.
No, it's bad.
Oh no.
Yeah, I messed up the consistency of the egg whites.
Okay, so you're still whisking, but you say you've run into issues. Is there a solution gonna happen, or are we just going with it?
I'm kind of hoping it'll, heal itself.
Okay, we're baking with hope. Nice.
Yes. And love.
And love, always. Gentlemen, how are we doing here? What's going on?
We're going good. I'm helping him with his pistachio cream. Just gonna grind some pistachios in here, add the sugar, the corn flour, and then white chocolate.
And that is going into the?
Both our sponges we're going to incorporate. They'll be like inside of one another. It'll be one cake but two. That's the surprise.
And you want to keep it a surprise, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
It's really fun cooking in the kitchen, very stressful, very chaotic, but it's good.
Very nice to work with Quinley.
That's horrible, don't lie. I'm joking.
No, it's actually very nice. He's so focused, it's great.
It's hectic, it's like you have to be everywhere. But I'm just trying to stay focused and doing what I need to do.
Is your cake inside?
Yeah. You must get yours inside, bruh.
A lot is happening. Our cake underneath is not baked properly.
Yes. And like the time is running. And we're trying to get this right.
Thing is not doing.
It's doing.
No.
Join in the baking fun and take part in this week's viewer competition.
Show us your interpretation of this week's challenge. Bake a beautiful cake showcasing your favorite ingredient, and be sure to use a Clover product. Upload it onto socials by replying to the competition post and using the hashtag TheTasteMasterSA and hashtag CloverMadeWithLove. You could stand the chance of winning a KitchenAid stand mixer plus a Clover hamper.
Ooh, happy baking!
Clover butter, perfect for baking, cooking, or spreading. Add a touch of love that transforms every dish.
Right now I'm just making my blueberry compote, and Luba is making the egg whites to add to our cream cheese frosting.
And now the stress of how we're going to incorporate blueberry and coffee is actually eating, because now we're thinking, okay, how does coffee and blueberry go together? But we're going to come up with a plan. My name is Luba Plaatjes. I'm 16 years old and I'm from Silver Sands, Cape Town. I learned from my mom how to bake, and I'm partially a self-taught baker as well. When I was 10, I started baking like those ready-made muffins with my mom. That time it didn't click to me that, oh yeah, I love baking. But this one day when I went to my friend's house and then her mom taught me how to pipe. And right then I was like, okay, I don't want to stop this. What I believe I can bring to the Taste Master kitchen is my flavors. I am big on flavors, and also I don't like desserts that is sweet, so I'm not big on sweetness. I think that will give me an advantage. I used to have an online baking business. It was called Sydney Sweets, and an unfortunate event happened where our house burned and I had to stop the business. And that is why I want to also enter Taste Master to get another go at having my business again.
As an older sister, I am very proud of Lubabalo entering Taste Master Junior, as he's very good in cooking, baking, and I believe he will do it. So Luby, I wish you all the best, my brother, and I believe you will make it, as you've always showed phenomenal work in whatever you've done. Good luck.
Winning Taste Master Junior would allow me to invest in my baking business, to buy kitchen equipment.
I've basically done everything, but his cakes are still in the oven and I need to put my cake in like right now. Please, please. Oh my.
You can put it in, but then start the time.
Is there enough space?
Yes,
yeah.
Because it's the Samsung oven.
Okay.
It's awesome.
Yeah, no.
That's nice.
Yeah, this oven has a lot of space.
So we're going to use our clover milk to put into our dry ingredients, our pistachio, and we've also used clover milk to melt our white chocolate.
Looking around the kitchen, I see people running and stressing and people's cake that's not baked, and I'm looking at ours and I'm just very relieved.
It's still a bit raw, which is not a good sign. So yeah, hopefully Luba's cake is completely cooked so that we can just use the...
Mine is not completely cooked. Mine is raw on the inside as well. I feel disappointed. I feel as if nothing is going my way, nothing's going our way, and I feel like giving up.
My cakes are literally liquid. It's bad. We don't have cakes. I accidentally turned the oven off and none of our cakes baked.
Right, contestants, we are officially halfway. You have 1 hour left to complete this bake. Woo! Let's go.
Now we're supposed to be entering our decorating stage, but it looks like there's cake batter happening.
Yeah, I wasn't happy with how it turned out, so I decided to make a new one because I couldn't serve you guys that.
Okay.
Okay, but this is not your only cake. I mean, the other one also flopped?
Mine completely flopped, like it was extremely wet on the inside, so I had no other choice but to make another batter.
Okay, so you're moving very quickly because obviously time has passed now.
Yeah.
How are you guys doing?
So we're not decorating.
You're not decorating? Okay.
Just yet.
Had some setbacks.
Okay.
Just a few minor setbacks.
Like no cake, for instance.
Exactly.
But all your fillings and your buttercreams are all done?
Not yet.
Okay.
Not yet. With only 1 hour left, the only thing we can do is divide and conquer. Instead of using my pistachio recipe, I'm going to be making the icing and ganache.
And I will be making my vanilla sponge because it's a lot quicker than the pistachio cake.
I'm making Swiss meringue buttercream.
And I'm cutting lemons again because our lemons burnt. Because we're drying the lemons to put on the cake as decoration. Luckily we have enough time.
I'm using clover butter for our Swiss meringue buttercream. When we finish with this, we are moving on to decorate our cakes.
Are we happy with our sponges?
We are quite happy. Just
relatively, yeah.
Bit of disappointment because it's a little bit dry.
It should be fine. I'm going to infuse it with coffee, so it's going to taste great.
Okay. And in terms of decorating, how is your cake going to come together?
We're going to do vanilla, chocolate vanilla.
Actually, I've done a beautiful drawing here.
Oh, an artiste amongst us.
So I just took out the cakes. I'm really happy with how the cake is looking.
Look here. I made a second sponge and the middle is not cooking at all.
If your cake doesn't work, we can just use mine with the coffee.
Yeah, because they don't say you have to necessarily infuse coffee. Either way, at least we have sponges. I'm happy about that.
Yeah, I'm very happy with how mine turned out.
So let's talk about the plan for decoration.
Okay, so we're gonna go a bit crazy. We don't wanna do all round cakes. We don't wanna do that.
Okay, so what shape cakes are we doing?
We're gonna make a butterfly.
Oh!
Yes.
We are just decorating our cake now because we have everything we need. There's a layer of pistachio sponge and raspberry sponge with some raspberry jam as well.
I'm using the blowtorch to heat up our butter just so that it can whisk up again because it's split. So now we're going to heat it up to see if that will help it. Something's happening. I can feel it in my bones. Can you see?
Why are you cutting sticks? What's going on?
Wait, what are you doing?
Surprise element.
A surprise for your partner too?
Yeah, surprise for me
She
too.
knows what I'm doing, but she's like objecting.
I don't know what you're doing.
Oh, so maybe we need to be...
She declined that idea in the beginning.
We need to mediate the surprise, so go ahead. Tell us the surprise and then discuss it.
Sticking on the cake, a cake pop, like 1 or like 2, 3, just to give the cake volume.
We are indeed clashing. I feel like we do not get along in terms of the ingredients as well as the plan for the overall cake. So we really just did not get along going into the middle stage of the bake. I've agreed with you on the Swiss meringue, the Smarties, the coffee ganache.
So I'm gonna make this. I don't know. I'm gonna make this.
I really don't want to put that on. I know it's being a bit rude.
Extra art, and I don't know. I feel like you're treating me as if I'm like a follower, not a leader.
Yeah, I know.
Like
I'm not trying
the
to be
same
rude.
team.
Contestants, we have only 30 minutes left to complete this challenge.
We have time.
Let's get to it.
Come on, guys, speed it up, speed it up.
I never knew it's gonna be so difficult to be in a team.
Fritz, I'm very concerned about our pink team over there.
And the turquoise team as well. Still so much to do, you know. It's like the first day is really, really tough. It's a massive setback. To be able to recover from that and still to compete strong, it's going to ask a lot of them. So I really, really hope that they produce something that they can say, okay, cool. We did it.
Yeah. Crunch time.
Yeah. Ladies in pink.
Yes.
Do we have a cake?
Oh, okay. Over and above that, it's being able to actually ice them and decorate there. So please get those in the blast chiller, get those cooled and start decorating as soon as possible.
Ons het die hele tyd per ongeluk foute gemaak, maar dis okay. Ons gaan in genoeg tyd klaarmaak so.
I need to take like a heavy choco.
Ladies, I did not understand the butterfly vision, but I definitely see it. It's so cute.
Thank you.
Wow. Are you guys happy with it?
Yes, we're very happy. It's just that the cream wanted to be smooth and it's giving a bit of a problem.
And crumb coating wasn't an option for you, just going straight for the frosting?
Yes.
Okay, keep going. Yeah, that's a good decision.
Yeah, this is final stretch. You're just about there.
So you guys are the only team that's just chilling. Everyone else seems to be very busy, frantic. So your cake is going to be pure perfection, because if you finish this early, the assumption is that you're going to have the most perfect cake.
Okay.
Let's
Blue team, since you've got nothing better to do, you might as well tell everyone else how much time they got left. Please tell them, 10 minutes.
Contestants, we have 10 minutes left.
Okay, don't worry, don't focus on other people. We need to focus on ourselves right now.
Yeah.
And what we can do to better our cake.
I am not used to baking in a team. However, I know how to work in a team. But the only reason why I got angry, I'm not defending myself, was because Gisara was like opposing my ideas. But I was wrong. Gisara, I'm sorry, seriously. And I hope you forgive me for what happened in the kitchen.
Wait. We're using the Swiss meringue for the size. Don't worry about the size.
It doesn't look nice. You can't even see it. Take it off quickly. You don't have time.
Okay, then we're gonna put it on again.
Yes, we're gonna put it on again.
It's not the prettiest.
It's definitely not the prettiest, but it's
At least we have a cake.
We know already the sponge is going to give us a problem. And what if the lime doesn't come out?
When I pipe it on the, it's going to look nice, I promise.
Okay, I want to show you what I'm gonna do, okay? No, I want to put icing there and then in the middle like a ganache.
3 minutes. 3 minutes to go.
Push.
It looks festive.
I think we need to take your cake off. It's cracking really badly.
No time, Gisara. And if you take it off now, it's gonna ruin the whole cake.
Okay,
Don't touch.
Please take it out. It doesn't look nice.
It looks right. Leave it on.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Step away from your cakes. Stop baking, everyone. Well done.
Well done.
I love it. It's beautiful.
That is so much better than I thought.
It's beautiful. At this point, I don't even care if it tastes bad. We have cake there, which is way more than I expected.
I'm pretty happy with that.
Okay.
What do you think?
No, it is well.
It's gonna taste nice, man. It's gonna taste nice.
I believe the flavors are there and everything tastes amazing.
Mostly having butterflies in your stomach is a bad thing, but to have the judges have the butterflies in the stomach, it's hopefully a good thing.
I'm proud of what we produced, not 100% proud, but at least we have something to present to the judges. And Zara is still stressing, she doesn't like the cake pop on top of the cake, and I'm thinking to myself, it's okay, Zara, we just have to go through the judging stage.
Up next, after a stressful challenge, have Jazara and Lubabalo done enough to save their bake?
Do it like this. Do it like get it, move it, own it. Do it like this.
Bespoke. I'm quite nervous because as far as I remember, our cake was dense.
Tell me, how was your first experience in the Tastemaster kitchen? Lehakwe?
It has been really good, also challenging a lot because we started with groups, which I really don't like working in groups.
Oh.
But yeah, it was good and hectic at the same time.
Are you happy with what you've produced here?
Yeah. Yes, except the sponge.
The main component.
The sponge is, I don't know, what do you call it?
Dense.
It's
We
dense.
feel like it's dense. So we're like, if we can kind of get out the picture of a butterfly, maybe that would...
Distract us?
You said it's all right. Yes.
Job well done on the presentation.
Thank you.
Now we taste.
Hi, Pella, we don't know. Hi, they might say it's good and all that, but what if they taste other cakes and they taste much better than ours?
Good start. Density of the cake is not ideal. And I think that's something that we want to kind of nail down from the beginning. You know, as this is a baking show and cake components are versatile and used often, you've definitely got a sense of flavor understanding. I mean, the sharpness of the lime is brought through beautifully in your cake, and I love it.
The ratios in terms of icing versus cake and filling are perfect. The issue, obviously, the sponge is a mixing issue. But a great first effort, a really happy cake. Well done, ladies.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Breathe, breathe.
We are a little bit nervous, but we are very proud of what we have achieved so far.
So how did you find the challenge since you managed to finish way before everyone else?
I think the challenge was good. When we kind of split things together, it went very well.
Good, that's what teamwork's all about,
Yes. Our communication was there and our teamwork was there.
And how do you feel about the combination? Did that work out well for you? Are you happy with the blended flavors?
I belive the flavors will complement each other and that you're going to find our connection in our bake.
Oh, I like to hear that.
Yeah.
I'm so nervous. I was like looking into the judges' eyes and I was trying to read them, but they have poker faces.
For a first bake, for being as young as you are, and for you guys to put something so sophisticated together, I think that deserves a lot of praise. I enjoy the flavor combination of the pistachio and the raspberry. They work well together. That raspberry compote is really punchy in flavor. I wish there was more of it. The raspberry sponge, not so successful in terms of bake. It's very solid. It's not as light and airy as you'd want it to be. So had you had just the pistachio sponge and that raspberry, I think it would have been a near perfect bake.
Were you guys aware that the sponge quality of the raspberry cake was a little bit stodgy?
Yes.
Okay, but I think in those cases, not unwise to make a quick pivot, if need be, to ensure that what you presented, every component of it, is delivering. Great effort, guys. Well done.
Thank you.
Walking up to the judges is so nerve-wracking. This is a new kitchen. I don't know what I'm doing in this kitchen.
Stressful environment.
Yes.
Your first long walk to the judging table. Tineke, wat sou jy sê is die oorsaak van vandag se terugslag en jy weet wat het dit veroorsaak?
Ons koeke het eers nie uitgewerk soos wat ons wou hê nie, so ons moes dit oorbak met min tyd oor. So dit was baie stresvol, maar ons het dit reg gekry en ek is baie trots op ons.
I'm glad that we have a cake to present you, so I'm just happy about that.
Well done on the recovery. Okay, you ready?
Let's do it.
I'm so scared that our cake is going to collapse or that the sponge is going to be dry. It's nerve-wracking.
I don't know how that happened. It's pretty delicious. The cake turned out beautifully. I mean, it's a beautiful, light, delicate sponge. Highlight for me is not only the color, but the flavor of that ganache. Delicious.
Glad.
But my gosh, yeah, you guys did a lot in a short amount of time.
Thank you so much.
My gosh is right. Tineke, your family will be very happy to know that the recipe that they've passed down is excellent. I think your grandmother will be very, very proud. That sponge is perfect. It is a beautiful and delicious cake. So, well done. Pat yourselves on the back.
Thank you so much.
I am super proud and so excited.
I think they're shocked, as are we.
Yeah, as are we.
Yeah.
That cake is so good.
It is very good.
Right.
Very good.
Going into the tasting, I was scared and nervous, but I was also confident that our cake was good enough.
The pace was not super fast, but you optimized your time. Were there any setbacks that like shook your boat a little bit today?
Yes. When making the cake, we had to make the icing twice, the buttercream twice, and we had to make the ganache twice. But in the end, it worked out.
But it'll be twice as nice.
Yes.
I mean, it looks stunning.
Looking at the judges, both of them, they looked happy. They didn't look like it was bad or something, so I feel good about that. What we made with the struggles that we had is pretty good.
If I walked into a cake shop and this is what they presented me with, I'd be very, very happy. The only thing that's missing for me is that sweet tartness of the granadilla. I wish that you'd sort of incorporated that flavor more into the cake. But I mean, it's a beautiful cake. Down to your ganache and the way that you dried out those granadilla seeds and used them as garnish. I mean, that is very clever baking. So yeah, well done, ladies.
Aesthetically, from a presentation perspective, I think check that box and keep it sorted. Okay, we've got this down. But I'm going to tell you something now. It becomes more and more important as you go further into this competition. Flavor is everything. I don't want to be seeking out, okay, but you know, which one had the lemon, which one had the granadilla. It's got to be upfront. It's got to be something that you drive home. Okay, well done.
Well done, thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, ladies.
So we're walking to the judges and I still have a lot of hope. But looking at that cake, me, myself, I don't think I'll eat it.
So your first day in the Taste Master kitchen, not easy. Chisora, I think you're an only child?
Yes.
So you're not used to baking with other people and it's not a noisy, loud kitchen. How was this experience for you?
This experience was very challenging. We had a lot of hiccups throughout, as you can see with our cake. But we really hope that the flavors will be there when you guys taste it.
And for you, Lumabalo?
It was also challenging, as Chazara said, but I found it a bit less challenging because I know a little bit like the logistics around working in a team, but it was challenging.
We're gonna give it a taste.
Let's give it a taste.
I'm really nervous. I know that my cake does not look good. The judges don't look too happy, and I'm just praying that this all works.
The lack of synergy of the flavors and the lack of balance in what you've presented here today almost speaks of the relationship behind the counter. A big part of this competition is to work with one another. This is all over the show. I don't want to break your confidence. You've got potential. It's not shown here today.
On a more positive note, now that he's delivered the guillotine, I think that the blueberry compote is a delicious flavor. The blueberry sponge is also beautifully baked. The coffee sponge, a little bit overbaked actually, I think you might have kept it in the oven just a little bit too long. So it is a little bit dry. It needed maybe a bit of syrup just to bring it back to life. I think what I would have liked to see is for you guys to actually just conceptualize a cake together. But yeah, you can be proud of yourself for achieving what you did. So thank you, Team Turquoise. Thanks so much.
Marcus is a great teammate to have. He is really good at baking. He did a great job and we worked well
as well as Quinley. He has strings, I have strings, so yeah, put it together and make that beautiful cake.
Hello, Team Yellow.
Hello.
Hello.
Feeling good about today's bake?
A little bit stressed, but
yeah, no, I feel like it came out well. Yeah.
Marcus, en sê vir my soos, as jy op jou eie was vandag, is dit wat jy sou voortsit en sou jy gelukkig wees daarmee?
Ek dink ek sou sulke tipe ding voorsit. Ek dink Quinley en ek het baie goed saamgewerk om 'n sulke masterpiece uit te kry. So ek dink ek sou sulke mooi koek uitkry.
And for you, Quinley, if you weren't working with a partner, would your cake have turned out exactly like this?
I wouldn't think so. I think he did help a lot. I couldn't have done it in the time without Marcus.
Good.
Mooi, gents.
Teamwork.
Yeah, good. We're gonna give it a taste.
They take a slice, cut it in half, and they taste so long.
Oh my gosh, it took long.
You don't know what's going through their mind.
I think that your teamwork definitely shows. I think that your bakes are wonderful. It could have done with much more coffee flavor, but you guys did a very good job.
Thank you so much.
No, I agree. And you know, the coffee, at least in this case, is not really competing against anything else. So the subtlety you can still get away with, but we're going to preach it all the time. You know, let your flavor pack a punch. But geez, I love the whipped cream flavor. It's very light, delicate, and goes well with the cake. I thought that was a great choice. Nee, wat manne? Well done.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Hey, I don't think it turned out too badly.
So Zola, I think at some point we thought maybe a train wreck. I mean, they were all over the place and we were trying to remain positive, but not at all the case.
No.
Jeez.
No train wrecks. No train wrecks to speak of. I think that they are very solid bakers. And actually they can all sort of pat themselves on the back and say, I baked a cake under some immense pressure. So the hard work starts for us because we need to determine which team had the best bake. And which teams are going into elimination?
Yeah, gosh. Anyway, let's do it.
Up next, who will win the first challenge of the competition and who will be heading to elimination? Clover butter, perfect for baking, cooking, or spreading. Add a touch of love that transforms every dish.
So guys, first bake under your belts. And actually, you can all be very proud of yourselves. I mean, these are not easy conditions to bake under, yet you all were able to deliver a cake. So I think you deserve to give yourselves and everyone else a round of applause.
Now, the top 3 performing teams from today will not only be safe from our first elimination challenge, they will also be treated to an outing as a reward. But we will also be acknowledging the winning bake of the day. And for the winning team, you will both receive this cute little Clover pin, which you will hold on to until the next challenge, where it will be handed to the new winners. To commemorate this pin, both the winning team members will also be earning themselves a brand new Samsung Galaxy Fit.
Very exciting.
Oh my gosh, I need this watch.
So without further ado, the winning cake was baked with love by Team Pink.
We won! Somehow.
I'm proud of us.
Me too.
To commemorate your win, on top of everything else that you've won, you also will be getting this cute pin, which symbolizes your win of the favorite ingredient challenge. Right, Pink Team, come and get all of your pins.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
These pins, they look so good.
They just look so good.
On the pink apron, I think it goes pretty well.
Now, for the harder part, the bottom 3 performing teams of today's challenge. First team. Team Turquoise.
My heart drops.
But yeah, the elimination round is just a way for me to prove myself.
The second team to join our first elimination challenge is Team Green.
We need to be positive.
Positive.
Yeah.
No negativity.
Okay.
They're making this.
Yeah.
And the final team that will be taking part in our very first elimination challenge is Team Blue.
We are sad by the fact that we're in the elimination round, but that doesn't pull us down. We actually going in stronger.
That obviously means Team Yellow and Team Red, you are safe.
We made it, dude. I'm so happy.
So I felt really relieved on the inside.
Team Turquoise, Team Green, Team Blue, you will be baking in the next elimination challenge. But well done to everybody. Hey, well done.
Going into the elimination round against my partner is going to be tough.
Sarah, for elimination, I wish you luck.
I wish you luck too.
Thank you.
Next week on the Tastemaster Junior. In the first elimination challenge, the bottom 6 contestants must dig deep to earn a spot in the next round.
Another feel-good production.